Alright, hello, I'm Jog, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda. Zelda II, The Adventures of Link. Goodness me. Last time, we did Dungeon 6, however, there are still 2 dungeons I have to, quote, finish. Dungeon 1, where I just need to put my crystal into the pedestal, and then Dungeon 3, where I actually need to fight the final boss, and then put the crystal into the pedestal. So that's what I'm going to be doing for this one, and after that, we're going to be going around the world collecting a few items. There's 4 of them, to be precise, that we'll be using to make our way towards the final dungeon. So this part will just be a quick little speed on through. I'm not worried about fighting enemies. I mean, I need 8,000. I'm not getting 8,000 experience before I finish this dungeon, unless I really grind off the bubbles. But, considering I get 50 experience per bubble and I need 8,000, that's gonna be a while. That's like, what? I think it's 20 for 1,000, so that would be 160 bubbles I'd need to kill, if I got the math right. So, no thank you. But considering so many enemies out here die in one hit, it is not a problem at all. The other great thing is that once this dungeon is complete, I will have level 8 and everything. I think the only problem I'm gonna have right now is gonna be Dungeon 3, and that's mostly because I'm trying to think, where exactly was the boss located in that one? So that one might be a little bit of a maze, but let's possibly speed that putt up. Wow! You did not play along there, buddy. I was supposed to poke jump off your head, not have you dodge me. Well, thankfully we only defeated Horsehead here, so there we go. Alright, level 8 sword, level 8 magic, level 8 life. So if I get 9,000 experience, I can get myself an extra life. Which is kinda mean. That's a lot of experience for 1 life. Especially when you go by the fact that, in the original Japanese version of the game, if you got a game over with any of your stats being less than the others, it always went down to the lowest stat. I mentioned this back in, like, episode 1, so I'm not gonna repeat it. But that's just evil. Alright, so let's just keep going down this way. I need to go south of the King's Tomb, because I don't think I can walk across the ocean to get to the Water Palace. Okay, time for the rematch. Anytime he wants to come out, right about now. Okay, how do I keep doing that every time? That's 3 out of 3! 2 hits. Plus, whatever took the bounce off of him. But here we go. This is it. The last dungeon. The last palace. With this, all the crystals have been put into their respective palaces. and the passway to the final dungeon will be open. Attack will go up, magic will go up, life will go up. Let's see if my attack goes up. It doesn't. It still says 8. But I now have an extra life. And there we go. So, with the dungeons done, we want to go on a quick little troll around Hyrule. For 4 specific locations. We technically found one, if not the last episode, the episode before that. Freaking rocks! Coming out of nowhere, pelting me like that. So, scattered throughout the world, well, the land of Hyrule, are 4 Link dolls. Each of those Link dolls counts as an extra life. And they can only be obtained once. There's also technically 2 of them found in dungeons. And one of them I think is at the actual final dungeon. One of them I think was in dungeon number 6. So, oops on that one. Okay, so one of them is over this way. Found it. Yeah! So life at 4. Another one is going to require us to do a little bit of backtracking towards the swamp. It's not going to be bad, though. So how they have it is that there's 2 on each side. And I would say it's kind of separated. So on the left-hand side, there's one on the left, one on the right, and then one on the top right, and one on the bottom right. So we found the one on the right side of the left continent, and then over here on the left-hand side of the continent, right underneath the boulder, is another one. So now I just want to go to the right, cross the ocean, and we'll go north towards the map. Not map. The maze. Da 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 da. Matter of fact, I think because we got the water boots, we don't have to go through... We do not, we can just go across the ocean. Just to get across all of this. Fantastic, because the other one's right here. Also, if we put on the shield, it changes the red to match us, so that's a cute little detail. I'm assuming they had to do that because of color limitations. There can only be so many colors on screen at one time, so... The last one we're gonna find is down to the south, so let me get myself healed up a little bit, because we need to go past the River Devil and whatnot. Okay, so down here, south of the River Devil, let me just get out that. We want to check the left-hand side of this mountainside. Probably not getting attacked. There we go. And there we go, our last Link doll we're gonna find in the overworld. Which means I got 7 lives until I game over. And again, the fact that they don't, they only work once. I'm never getting these back. Is the annoying thing about it. I still stick that they should have been, like, an upgrade. Really? Freaking ghosts spawning right there in the beginning. I couldn't do anything. They should have been an upgrade. That made it so that, oh, you now start with... The first run, oh, now you start with 4 lives instead of 3, and then 5 lives, 6 lives, 7 lives. But no, they're just a one-time thing, and if you game over, you're not getting them back. Also, I could be wrong, I think they're the ferry to the very right of this entire location. Get up your goddamn eyeball! Because I would like to not die if possible. Okay, so we got a few locations that we have to get through. And it's filled with these goddamn ghosts and lava. My advice, fairy. Turn on the fairy and just fly across. You'll take some damage, yes. But not having to worry about knockback, not having to worry about falling into the pits, is much more valuable. Especially when you consider the fact about what actually happens when we actually get to the dungeon itself. So I think there are 3 of these. So this would be the second one, obviously. And including the random encounters you get in the overworld. Stop it. Or including this cave. Wah. It's fine, that's why I got all the extra lives. Okay, I somehow stabbed him, but also got hurt by him. At level 8, he did an entire block's worth of health. Ugh. Oh, that's the first time I actually did damage to this guy in this entire playthrough. Fireballs. Fireballs bad. And the hammer bro, boomerang bro, got an upgrade. Okay, this should be where the last one is located. Why did I take that? Oh my god, that was a perfect pogo! Get down, you freaking fool! Flyballs! Okay, we're at the home stretch. We're almost there at the temple. A little upset you can't boomerang off a boomerang. You can't pogo jump off those guys. For whatever reason. But yeah, these must be like the elites of the elites. But okay, we are here. My advice to you is that, as long as you make it here, you are fine. Just don't have the power go out. I'm actually going to make a save point. Because the last thing you want is for the power to go out while you're here. Because, as long as you are here in the dungeon, if you get a game over, you restart at the final dungeon. You don't have to go through that entire gauntlet again. So I say you mostly get the lives just to get to the dungeon itself, as well as having them to actually not have to deal with most of the dungeon, and not... If you get a game over, you're not starting all the way back at the beginning, but yes. This is the final dungeon, and I'm going a little bit ahead of myself, because we're going to save this for next time. So I'm just going to intentionally just lose a life here, so that next time when we come back, we'll be doing the dungeon. See you there.